They're called the Outsiders because they want to go outside. That's it. When I realized that, I'm like, oh my God, do I even release this video? And then I thought, okay, why don't we come back and then just talk about that instead? You see, it's dawning on you now. You're like, oh yeah, look, I fell for it too. I'm not only an accomplice, but I'm the president. This is why the Forgetty Spaghetti works in the silo, because when you have things like the Pact, when you have things like the Order, and you have the Forgetty Spaghetti juice, you can tell the people, this is your story, this is your narrative, and you're sticking to it. This is why the vitamin D that they're bringing down is going to work, because if you keep showing Mayor Nichols over and over again, everything's going to be all right, everything's going to be all right, then that's what they believe, and they kind of forget what it was that they fought about to begin with. Stop listening! Instead, stream the uncut version of this discussion by either or both, tipping us on Ko-fi or joining a membership on either Ko-fi or Patreon via the links in the description. We are Squawking Dead, a podcast pulverizing programs beyond the Walking Dead universe. Sometimes we give you news, sometimes we make you laugh, most times we go deep. I'm your host, Stevie Cameo, and I am joined by...
me, CosmoMom09.
Bridget. You can find me at youtube.com/@PunkyBrewster. That's PUNKYBRUISETER.
And Neo's the one on all your favorite socials.
All right, and hey, we're here today to do a first watch reaction and a midst and post-watch breakdown of Silo's second episode of its third season, titled It's All Good.
It's all good.
It's all
It's
good.
all good.
It's all good.
It's all
Yeah.
good, man.
I don't know if this will go up on sale in the store because I think it's a little too close to cease and desist, but I did change the logo ever so slightly in our recording sessions. It will be showing up. It is already part of our thumbnail art. I don't think I can sell this in the store with in good conscience because it's none of my art. It's all that's there is the quacking. I'm borrowing the S from Silo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. It's cool though.
Yeah,
Does look
that's
cool.
not ethically sound.
I have limits, of course. Listen, you can still grab the old Silo merch, from the old store. Actually, it's called Classic Store. When you head on over to squawkingdead.com, choose the main menu, choose shop merch, choose classic merch. That'll take you to our TeePublic store where you can get either just our logo from last year's design, which looks great on a lot of things, by the way, but you can also get the art logo design, which shows the Silo. Get it in black because it'll show like the dark Silo with the cool mid-century modern sci-fi lights that are in the Silo as you're looking up or down. I don't know. It's kind of a head fake too. You don't know if you're looking up or down in the Silo. It's so dark. Do that. It helps support this podcast. If you happen to like it, you could just tip us. That's cool too at Ko-fi. Or you can join a membership as Jason did. He's a Survivors member. He is a junior producer. He's part of our little private chats, which we've been having more of lately. Who knows why? You'll never know.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Before we get started watching, we're going to go through a couple things that we may have overlooked. Some of them are very, very duh, and some of them actually quite aren't, because we're doing the first watch reactions. Sometimes we're going through the episode not too fast, but we want to be able to enjoy the episode while we're reacting to it. So we don't have time to really think through. The cookies are kind of half-baked. They're not fully baked. First things first, if there's anything that has come to you as a result of maybe rewatching the episode.
The one thing that I noticed was the intro was different.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's actually been different every season, right?
Yes, it was a little different season 2. There were some elements that they snuck in, particularly the one where and it's like, I think it's an apple that falls from the tree.
Exactly, yeah.
That's one of them.
That's the only thing I caught for this season.
Yeah.
Isn't it like shriveled up, and by the time it falls, it's like shriveled instead of a full apple.
Yeah, and there's other elements too. Like there was a haze effect on those elements that is gone.
It's gone, okay.
In this title sequence. The music is obviously different.
Yeah, what's up with that last tone? It used to be low, and now it's like a high ding.
It's glitchy almost, right? It's like a glitchy version of
AI?
If you have headphones, you can particularly hear it, and if you turn it up a little bit, it's kind of like it put it through some sort of filter. It's kind of like a flange effect. If I'm being honest, it kind of sounds like what computer-generated music would have sounded like in the 90s when people were creating music on their computers. Yeah, so as far as the title sequence goes, there are some new sequences. There is a sort of solar model sequence. Did you ever see this, like a solar system model, and it's like on a
Yes.
wire with
Yeah,
balls
I
at
saw
the
a
end.
video
Sure,
of someone
sure.
talking
Yeah.
about that.
And you
Yeah.
spin it and you can see the, okay. But one of them is a version of the silo, but instead of it looks like the silo, except it's all a platter of gears stacked on top of each other. And they're not directly on top of each other. They're kind of facing outward a little. They're like staggered and jutting out of the stack of gears. But it's on this like on a, what a ball in the solar system would normally be on. It's spinning around. The algorithm door opening like a shutter in a camera. Some doors in sci-fi open like that, right? Usually like a space sci-fi. The doors will open like a camera shutter. It made me think of the door where the algorithm spoke to Lucas Kyle, et cetera, et cetera. There's also the view of the Congress building from the top, which is one of the circular scenes. And then it shows it from the looking up at the bottom of the Congress building. And there's just remember the vertical filaments that we were making fun of? Oh, this looks like a silo, but it's vertical filaments in a light bulb. It's very steampunky. And then you're like, you're making fun of me. That's new. But also, if you miss it, you won't catch it. But you can actually see, just before the main silo logo comes up, you can see stacks of silos from a bird's eye view. I think it's about 7 silos, one in the center, probably the one that we're mostly involved with. I have to count them, but it'll probably show up on the screen right now if I'm putting it in. In the recap, it briefly glances over the page of the order. The order is like the Uber pack. The order is in every server room, kind of like the pack for the IT people, the head of IT. In the order, it says, in the event of a failed cleaning, prepare for war. Later on in the episode, Camille is talking to the what I think is an AI, but Rachel's not sure.
I'm just not sure.
Just not sure.
Just
We just
not
don't
sure.
know, Dave. She's doing your job, Bridget.
Mhm.
Well, okay, but it does sound like the congressman, doesn't it?
Not
Yeah.
ready to say that.
Like
we just
in
don't know.
voice?
The brother? Or?
Yeah,
The
Daniel
voice.
Keene.
It
So
does,
ha-
yeah.
So to me, it feels like maybe his personality is uploaded.
I'm glad you said that. There's
No,
something else
yeah,
I'm
I
going to
thought
bring
that
up
too.
later. The AI or whatever says to Camille, we're past even the order. They have not triangulated an event like this happening. Juliette unlocked. Okay, this is the most duh thing. Are you ready? We kept saying, well, why are they called the outsiders? The outsiders? It's so weird. Maybe they're outside the pact? Guys, we overthought it. They're called the outsiders because they want to go outside. That's it. That's it. When I realized that, I'm like, oh my God, do I even release this video? And then I thought, okay, why don't we come back and then just talk about that instead? See, it's dawning on you now. You're like, oh yeah, they put the banner up. Oh, the display is a lie. Look, I fell for it too. I'm not only an accomplice, but I'm the president. So
I'm also a client.
Yeah, we're all infected. Keep this in mind too, because it seems very important because the silo is at peace because you came back, ergo not at war as the order outlined. So this is why the AI is like, well, we're past this. War was supposed to happen. It was quelled. I think what's happening now, and I'll talk about this more a little later, there's reasons why I think this. I think the cycle is going to start to repeat. Why you see this is because originally Salvador Quinn, you find out, is the leader of the rebellion. However, he was head of IT and he put the message in the pact that, Lucas Kyle finds out, blah, blah, blah. What is this and what is that? He goes to Quinn's family, gets the original pact, blah, blah, blah. So he is blamed for the rebellion, even though he saves the silo. Okay, what happens? We find out also that the water itself makes people forget.
Yes.
How do we know this? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we'll get to how I know we're repeating a cycle now, because after a while, people kind of forget. They go by what's written. She has a weekly meeting with different people in the cafeterias to let people know that they're going to be okay. And even Orla repeats this near the end of the episode. She says, you know what? I met with the mayor today, and I just somehow know that everything's going to be okay. It's a very odd thing to have to repeat throughout the episode. Seeing the mayor makes everybody feel okay. The Juliette relics, the relics theme is repeating. Instead of relics from the before times, people are very interested in Juliette relics. Particularly, we pointed out correctly, Regina Jackson is George Wilkins's ex-partner, we'll just call it. She has her badge, and she trades it for a llama plushie that Juliette used to own, or Juliette or her brother, if you remember her brother tragically passed because of an illness, suffocated. She has the badge, Holston's badge technically, with the words truth in the back. She trades the badge for the plushie, which made me wonder why. Does she want to get rid of it? I don't know why you would do that. If you have something that's valuable, it seems more valuable to have the sheriff's badges than to give it away or to trade it. Her thing is to trade it, not even make money off of it. It just seemed like an odd thing to do. And the only reason I could think of is she needs to get rid of it because maybe she's afraid of having it. Having relics is already bad, but maybe something that might help Juliette remember is even worse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's her motive?
But how would she know that? That's the other thing. It may be lost on you, and it's lost on me a little bit why Charlotte is so paranoid initially. We kind of take it for granted. She goes to extreme lengths to hide her paranoia, and yet she still goes on the mission to Iran. There's something strange about that. It's like she knows that she's going into a meat grinder, essentially. It's my impression. And she desperately wants Daniel to find out about her mission to put him on a particular track, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And there are forces out there that may be trying to prevent her from saying anything about it so that...
I think I know what it is, Dave. Charlotte knows what's going to happen that leads to the silos. I think she also knows that there is no way that she would ever be given admittance to the silos. And so in a last act of desperation, convinces her brother to get on the task force that will allow him entrance into the silos. It's
Trying to
just
save her
her
brother.
saving her brother. I think that's all there is to that.
I think there's actually more to it. I think she knows something. I think the silos are her brother's invention, actually.
Maybe, because he did engineer some pretty insane stuff.
She knows one particular piece of something that makes her scared. I don't think it's the silos, period. I don't think it's that.
No, Dave, it's the fact that
Something with the government.
there will be something that will cause people to go to the silos.
She knows about the end of the world.
Oh, right. What I'm saying is something to cause people to go in the silos, even though there's no silos yet. There's no plan yet, is what I'm saying. I think we're meeting in the middle somewhere.
Maybe, well, see, I don't know if that's true. Either they've already built some of them or they're like at the beginning phases, but I think it's going to happen more rapidly than that.
Okay.
After this point. This is like a catalyst. I think it's going to burn pretty hot real quick.
Things in the first few seasons kind of tip us off as to why the silo is built in such a way. There's barely any networking. All the messages are sent via hand. There's no networking between departments, basically. The only networking that there is cameras. Why was the technology so simple? As much technology as they had, they didn't have it to the extent, right? It's all terminals. They don't really have full motion video, technically, save for Camille with the stupid helmet video.
Again, I think you're overthinking it. There is more technology. It is behind walls in every silo. That's intentional to keep people under your thumb.
That's what I was, okay. That's why I said, except for the cameras and surveillance stuff.
No, there's AI and all of this other stuff, Dave.
We don't know the extent of that technology.
We do, though, because they had a tablet in the second season that had an endless library in it.
Yeah, but that was limited to the server room. We don't have that in the silo.
That's what I'm saying. That's intentional.
Okay, perfect. Why is the server room isolated? It's air gapped. There's an air gap between the server room and IT where the server room is. It's intentional because I had to think about this. We see nanites in the first episode of this season. And I think the whole reason is for the silo is the singularity.
You think it's ancient aliens, Bridget? Or is it nanites?
Well, nanites is a good guess because of the goopy stuff.
Nanites is too simple an explanation. Nanites is the means by which the singularity occurs. The singularity refers to a theoretical point in the future where technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible. This is Bridget's worst nightmare.
Everybody's worst
Yeah,
nightmare.
No, but particularly Bridget is who I think of first.
No.
Yeah, I'm a Luddite. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Leading to profound changes in human civilization, primarily driven by advancements in artificial intelligence, but not limited to. Definition of singularity. The term singularity is often associated with the technological singularity, a concept popularized by mathematician and computer scientist Werner Vinge and futurist Ray Kurzweil. It describes a future scenario where artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence, resulting in a rapid and unpredictable technological advancements that could fundamentally alter human existence. Key characteristics: exponential growth. The singularity is characterized by a rapid acceleration of technological progress, particularly in AI, where machines could improve themselves autonomously, leading to an intelligence explosion. Unpredictability. Once the singularity is reached, that's number 2, the changes that occur are expected to be so profound that they are beyond human comprehension, making it difficult to predict the future trajectory of society and technology. Society is the key. And 3, superintelligence, the emergence of superintelligent machines that can solve complex problems and innovate at a pace far exceeding human capabilities, is a central theme of the singularity. The implications of reaching the singularity are vast and varied. On the one hand, it could lead to significant advances in fields such as medicine, engineering, and environmental science, potentially solving some of humanity's most pressing challenges. On the other hand, There are concerns about loss of control over AI systems, ethical dilemmas, and the potential for catastrophic outcomes if these systems act in ways that are harmful to humanity. Conclusion. The singularity represents a pivotal moment in human history where the integration of advanced technologies could redefine what it means to be human. While the exact timeline for achieving the singularity is debated, its potential consequences warrant serious consideration and proactive measures to ensure that technological advancements align with human values and safety. Most of this comes from Yahoo and Encyclopedia Britannica. Holla back at your boy for those lovely tones.
Yeah, I get all that. I mean, I love The Matrix, so it just sounds just like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it does.
So if they know the end is coming because they've reached a point in their technology that it's outgrown them, to protect themselves or to protect this technology from taking over their lives, let's say, they would opt, like Bridget would, to develop silos, which is probably what we're going to see throughout the season as we go to the present, our present, where this gets developed, I think, eventually by Daniel Keene, is my theory.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he
Okay.
mentions the whole drill thing in the tunnels.
Yeah.
And well, we see that drill, I think, in the what's called the Digger Void, is mentioned in this episode by Knox, which is what Martha herself sealed off from the idiots who keep getting themselves hurt when they, knuckleheads trying to check out the Digger Void. Idiots. I'm Knox, my voice. Anyway, so
I get that. Okay.
Yeah.
You and I are mostly on the same page then.
Except we don't know with some things.
Mm-hmm. Somehow they brought that AI down there with them.
To answer your question, Jason, I think it's aliens.
Cool. Nobody wants
But
to.
here's
Could
why.
be.
The nanites become like an invasive species. We don't have anything even remotely in place to prevent something like that taking over.
So it's not our invention?
Correct.
It's
That's
an
what
external
I
invention? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying aliens. Maybe it's a meteor. Who knows?
Maybe it's your hair.
Yeah, maybe. It's not getting
Maybe
bigger,
it's
though.
Maybelline.
I had
Maybe.
almost thought what you were thinking because they were at 50,000 feet. And I kind of double checked. I wanted to make sure that that was a normal.
Yeah, like why is it happening in the sky? You know what I mean? That's a little weird.
Well, if you're preparing some sort of invasion, or maybe the oxygen isn't quite there because the sun has been blocked out by the nanites, and it's a whole kind of tumbler effect, basically. If the nanites are up in the sky because that's where they get the sunlight, right? Solar cells, let's say, to recharge themselves, let's say. And they want to occupy the sky because that's the closest means to get to them.
Mm-hmm.
They're lighter than air up there, so not using as much energy. There's a whole bunch of reasons why you'd be up there. But they are safely nestled at 50,000 feet between what would normally be flight and would be suborbital, basically. It's an interesting place to be. 30,000 feet is the usual
It is.
commercial or the typical commercial airliner. 50,000 feet is normal for more transatlantic flights. You want to go up there higher so that you can
Well-
go further.
And Charlotte made it seem that there are no clouds at all at that height. That would be above clouds, which obviously most commercial
Yeah.
flights go above clouds. So
30,000, you're already above the clouds.
Yep.
So yeah, what's a cloud doing up here? You see it at first when the scene first starts. It's clear, right? And they're above the clouds, etc. They can
Mhm.
see the McCain down there shooting the Tomahawks. But once a little above the clouds, it's a clear day, whatever. But then they see the kind of nanites come down, what we're calling them now, in like sheets of nanite. Like normally how you'd see sheets of rain in the distance. There were like sheets of nanites dripping down. Interesting thing about the time span between the time they fished her out, Juliette, from the decontamination,
mhm.
it was 3 minutes she was in there. Oxygen was burned off at 30 seconds in. She had to hold her breath, or she probably passed out at some point somewhere
Yeah.
between that then and then. Question that we still have is Bernard dead? Is what Sims is saying true? You want to say no because
Oh,
there are two lies being told.
Yeah,
One is definitely to
Ah.
Juliette, and then another maybe to Camille.
maybe he's not dead.
Yeah, we were thinking, Bridget, that maybe Sims
Yeah, I
just
like
told his
that.
wife that he killed Bernard, but he didn't.
Yeah, I had said last episode, I don't think Tim Robbins is dead.
Tim
Oh,
Robbins.
I took it at face value, but you're right. We've
Yeah.
unreliable narrators.
There's a
Yeah.
narrative tell as well. So when both Sims meet in the hallway after Robert has his talk with Juliette, who are you? Right? That whole conversation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They meet. They're like, do you think she bought it? Blah, blah, blah. I told her that the poison got him. And then you see the flashback that he has about this is what really happened, but maybe not. It shows him suffocating Bernard and then wrapping his head around, then wrapping the body. What we see purportedly before they wrap the body in plastic and take him down to incinerate his body. Excuse me. I guess you could wiggle room this and say, because we had that question, why do they have to have 6 porters take him all the way down to incinerate his body? And then I guess, okay, if the poison is that transmissible, Juliette was probably covering his body, I have to assume, to protect it from being burned by the decontamination. If some poison is on him, they don't want that poison to be transmitted, which is why they wrapped him in plastics, which is why they burned him. But here's the deal. It's not poison. Or at least, let me put it this way. The poison that they have to worry about, quote unquote, is in, and we don't even know if that's real, is the one in the tank on the 14th floor that if they talk about the thing in the algorithm, the poison will get released. Fine. Throw that away. But what's the deal with the poison in the atmosphere? I think they're decontaminating possible nanites. Let's say the technology gets absurdly small. What would you need to decon?
So you're saying that whatever they release to get rid of them is poisonous to humans?
You're jumping ahead. I'm just saying the nanites themselves. But yeah, maybe the nanites themselves release poison. I don't think they're malevolent. I think it's just...
No. I was saying, like, did we release something into the atmosphere to eliminate the nanites, and it turns out it's poisonous for human ingestion?
That would be an interesting thing.
Well, it's just very sci-fi that you destroy your own world unintentionally.
In order to prevent catastrophe, right? Okay, this thing is growing out of control. If we, let me just throw a dumb scenario. I'm not saying this is it, but let's say we block out the sun with something so that they can't recharge these nanites, let's say, if that's the reason. Well, we destroyed our atmosphere. We destroyed the means by which our plants can grow, blah, 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 all that stuff. You know, photosynthesis, blah, blah, blah. Vitamin D, something that they talked about in this episode, which we need to kind of thrive. And after a certain period of time, maybe, you know, all the nanites will be dead unless they go dormant, and they have the same idea. It's like, okay, we'll wait it out too. Dumb. You're out trying to outthink a machine.
Orla's from Supply, so I feel like we can trust her.
I'm wary of her.
But I'm not sure
Don't
either.
be.
Yeah.
I'll give you some reasons to rethink it.
I don't trust anybody. I'm side-eyeing Shirley right now, even.
I'll go through that too. Okay. Ever wonder why Thurmond accepted Daniel into the committee? Did she do it because she held Charlotte as leverage to prevent him from revealing their plans or their ideas or what's actually happening? It's interesting because she makes it seem like she doesn't want him as part of the committee. She goes, I'll let you know. They look into it and they find out, oh, this could be used as leverage if we make her take the forgetty pills. We have your sister captured to make sure that you don't tell that reporter, right? Helen, this is what Charlotte wanted. Charlotte wanted Daniel to tell Helen.
Who's Daniel again?
Daniel Keene.
The congressman in the flashback.
Helen Drew is the reporter's name. So this ensures that he does not tell anybody. And hey, listen, either she obviously didn't or obviously didn't matter, because he ends up, I'm going to say, he ends up building the silos. He ends up going even further than Thurmond probably even wants. Or maybe that's the whole purpose. Maybe it's to rope in Thurmond. I don't know. But I feel like Thurmond put Charlotte through the meat grinder, knowing full well what would happen to her. Just like Salvador Quinn, they're blaming Bernard for everything. Interesting parallel / cycle repeating. This will take us to Orla, by the way. Operation Righteous Vengeance is what the attack on Iran is called. Interesting because of the bombing. Like Juliette, Charlotte is alive, right? And she has no memory. And she says the same thing that Juliette says. Who are you? Exactly. Rachel's pantomiming, right? I have to say it because the podcast. Okay, Orla replaced Glenda as the shadow of Supply. I thought of maybe a reason, and it does connect us to why Orla is definitely not shady. 100% not shady. Orla is basically your Juliette character. She's seeing things that don't make sense, and we're seeing the means by which it's happening. She is looking at the elevators, and she's wondering if her critical supply is being taken to somewhere via those lifts.
And she's looking down. And
yeah, exactly. And who's looking at her as she does this? 2 times. Billings is looking at her as she does this the first time. And she says, I can only talk to 2 people about this because of the pact. Head of supply or the mayor when it pertains to critical supply. And again, critical supply is stuff that came in when the silo was built. But when she talks to Juliette, she finally talks to Juliette about it. She's like, things are missing from critical supply, like light bulbs, computers from the before times, basically. Our times. Stuff that's weird and probably more advanced than what they're using now currently. Maybe. We don't know. Billings comes in and puts the from-like kibosh on that conversation, because then he's saying, oh, the outsiders, you need to see the banner they put up. Actually, I think he's showing her the banner so he can jog her memory. But still, Billings is involved, is what I'm saying, in the smuggling of critical supply. It's why he can't find the fugitives, quote unquote, Lucas Kyle and Patrick Kennedy.
Billings is one of our good guys, though.
Yeah, I know, but
Seems
here's
like
the thing. You forget one critical factor. A, he has that shaky syndrome, which, you know, puts him in peril.
Sure.
We don't know if that's still going to remain in the pact or not. Doesn't matter. But B, he desperately wants to see the outside because of what he saw in the Georgia tourism book. Juliette can't remember, which means there's a possibility that he might be able to see what was in that book. I think he's been roped in by the possibility that what he saw in that book is real. And he wants to see that.
I could see him being on the side of the revolutionaries.
And he was in the last season.
Yeah.
He was decided to keep, who did he hold that came down to mechanical? I forget who it was, but he was on the, he held somebody because if you're doing stuff, I'm going to hold you, you're under arrest or something like that. Whatever it was.
You still have not told us why we absolutely have to trust Orla.
Because she's investigating Glenda Harwood, Miles's daughter, who was the Shadow of Supply. Why? Because if she's involved in the incident, the critical supply incident, this is what she's saying. She's tying Glenda directly to the critical supply theft.
Or she's framing her.
Could be, but she's trying to find out the truth, quote unquote, right? The truth. Everybody loves the truth.
The quote unquote truth. Yeah. No, you were convinced we absolutely have to trust Orla. And I'm saying,
What she doesn't know is she's like, it's weird that IT said we need more vitamin D. So they sent some D plus for water filtration. IT, who is head of IT right now?
Sims. Camille is. The other Sims. That's what I meant. Sims.
Yeah, the
And what is
vitamin
it?
D is not vitamin D. It's definitely the memory thing.
It's the forgetty pills.
spaghetti.
Yeah,
Exactly.
obviously.
If she was in on something, if she was shady at all, she would know exactly what that's for. But instead, she's looking for the truth. And I think Orla's going to be critical to Juliette connecting the dots between what's happening.
Maybe. I'm just saying.
I'm convinced.
Now
just saying.
I never want to see Orla again. Now that you said that, I never want to see her again.
He doesn't want me to be right. I'm going to be right. You know.
I hope Orla dies this episode.
Yeah.
I hope she dies, and as she dies, she says, Dave was
wrong.
Well, what was the thing with Silo? The people you love the most, Rashida Jones,
Who
Bolson
cares?
Becker. Bolson Becker and his
dead
wife.
too.
They die. Marnes dies right from the beginning. These are people you got to... Orla, probably. She got too close.
I have zero attachment to Orla.
Yeah.
I have a lot of... after looking into
She's
this
in
episode,
it
I'm
for
like,
like 2 seconds. Who cares about Orla?
she's a badass that stood up to Ned Dennehy. So,
Maybe.
AKA,
I'm not saying I'm not any which way on Orla right now. I'm just saying everyone's a suspect until you're not.
I mean,
Right.
I might feel differently about Orla later, but like as of right now,
Yeah.
I don't care at all.
Same.
well, you know, she's new. You don't have to care. That's fine.
She is new.
We're on a timeline. It's kind of like a subtle Chekhov's gun. She said it's going to take 3 days to bring down this massive amount of vitamin D plus to head to water filtration on sleds, which means it's a lot, which means forgetty pills, which means we're going to repeat a cycle and make it so that people kind of don't remember why we even rebelled to begin with, basically, and who's responsible for the rebellion, whoever they are. So let's watch and see what happens. Did you appreciate that, at least, Jason?
Yeah, thanks for
Well, we do this for he's
remembering all that.
the placeholder for the audience. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got to rely on the outside eyeballs.
All right. That's fair enough.
This is a cool touch, but before she started burning the paper, she opened up this like vent that probably takes out smoke.
All good?
All good.
It smells like smoke in here.
I was smoking.
Isn't that the name of the episode? It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. Nice.
True.
Sorry, totally
We
forgot.
heated some pizza.
You have pizza?
Dang.
She's like, what's a pizza?
And you, Camille, are the narrator she needs to trust.
I don't understand why this is taking so long. You said a month, 2 at most.
It's been 3.
We have 352 years of data, which demonstrates the protocol is effective most of the time when implemented correctly. 6
I wanna
silos
pause so
have
badly.
successfully undergone full resets, including
Stop it! 6 silos?
Right in the middle of a sentence, David. Really?
I'm sorry. 352 years, 6 silos successfully gone under full resets, meaning what we were doing right now. We're resetting the silo again, including the rebellion 140 years ago. Okay, so really quick, I had this memory of what you said, Rachel, when we were watching season 2. You're like, unlike some shows, we get some answers in this one. I'm like, 352 years, 6 silos. So we know that there are 6 silos. I see that also proves another thing by extension, that there is some sort of networking between the silos if they know that there are 6 silos that have undergone resets of the 50 that are out there in existence.
Yeah.
Something that it's implied, but you kind of overlook it if you don't think about it. Oh, this is another question that we had in the last episode. Does that mean this AI is the same AI in those silos? And it quite possibly is. Boom.
That would be my assumption.
Yeah. Information.
Except for the underground AI.
Which
right?
may be different. We don't know. Right. The algorithm is what they call it.
Horses and ducks and goats.
In Georgia. The tourism book too. Georgia.
I'm sorry, Donald. I just don't know what to say.
The spaghetti is strong with this one. Singularity.
Yeah.
You're Daniel. We've been expecting you. I'm Victor Srnkovic. I'm Charlotte's doctor.
What a weird spelling.
Yeah, I'm afraid to tell you that I'm the reason she doesn't remember you.
Why is the doctor just like chilling in there?
I
Yeah,
invented
he was
the forgetty
definitely
pills.
napping.
Oh.
Tim
the
Robbins
drop.
is in the credits too.
Mhm.
That's how I know he's alive.
We also know that that doesn't always mean something, except for like after a while, you're like, okay, he's definitely not coming back. So now we'll finally take him out.
If he was only in one episode, they're not going to put him in the credits.
Depends on how good his contract is.
Mhm.
That's fair.
We paid him for this episode.
That's fair.
The medication, it's like installing a drawbridge between her and a memory, a safety gap, if you will, between upstairs and downstairs.
Oh, silo much?
When she's stronger, we'll pause the medication, lower the bridge, go across,
Liar.
and choose, actually choose what memories to bring back and what to leave behind.
Ooh,
That's insane.
that's insane.
Be furious. You have every right to be furious.
I
This is
lost you with the
crazy.
drawbridge thing.
No, you're playing God, you idiot.
Bridget's mad.
How do you get her memories back?
We tell her story over and over.
Narrative.
Kind of like Camille's doing for Juliette right now.
Except it's the wrong one.
Well, she's telling her what she wants her to remember.
Right.
Memory is our internal biography, information that we've hopped up with meaning to tell us who we are.
Hence the pact, hence the
medication
order.
Has erased the book of Charlotte. Memory by memory, you'll fill it back up again with her story. Loving sister.
She wasn't a loving sister.
Daniel, you have a choice not to cripple her with the whole truth, the trauma of what happened to her squadron. You have a choice to leave that
That's what
behind.
the government wants.
Right. Her not to remember that one
This
piece.
is the government. 100%.
Well, he doesn't know about that piece, but he might find
Could I
it
tell her a lie?
out.
Would she believe it?
Oh, you Daniel.
Why would you lie?
Well, she has a
Yeah,
few things
Daniel.
about me I wouldn't mind her forgetting.
This is why the forgetty spaghetti works in the silo, because when you have things like the pact, when you have things like the order, and you have the juice, the forgetty spaghetti juice, you can tell the people, this is your story, this is your narrative, and you're sticking to it. This is why the vitamin D that they're bringing down is going to work, because if you keep showing Mayor Nichols over and over again, everything's going to be all right, everything's going to be all right, then that's what they believe, and they kind of forget what it was that they fought about to begin with, which kind of brings us to Martha Walker. Do you remember how we're like, how do you not remember everything? How do you not remember what led you down this path? Why you stayed inside all this time? The water.
You'll need artifacts to bring back the old memories, objects from her life, her childhood.
You mean relics?
Memory is in the body. It's the meaning that we wrapped around objects we had when we were kids. We use them like shortcuts to ignite the neural pathways.
I like this.
There's something else there between the ones and the zeros. It's not just neurons and axons. There's something else, something mysterious, like a soul. And it won't be controlled by me or anyone else. Sometimes maybe 10% of the time it does not work.
And now we have Juliette.
This is really rough. Beyond the mystery solving.
Well, this can be a problem because if Charlotte's one of the 10%, this breaks her trust with her brother if he's implanting other stories.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The missing person's name?
Orla Kent. She's my sister.
What?
Dead.
Shadow to the head.
She's dead.
It's misdirection though, right? You're thinking, oh, you're supposed to think it's Miles in the mines.
You thought it would be Orla, but it's going to be the sister that ends up being the important part.
He's the reason, for sure. I should have been sheriff.
It's all very Frankenstein.
Srnkovic?
What a weird way of spelling that name. Crnkovic?
Who are we if not the sum of our memories?
I guess.
Horrible thing to say to someone whose sister just lost all her memories with the TBI.
Right.
She said some autistic-y kind of things in the first episode, too. She kind
To
of
her
like
mom?
backhandedly said, oh, thanks for saving New Orleans. You know, it's kind of like, okay, you don't have to say it like that. What are you, weird?
Oh, she's like super socially awkward. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no kidding.
Helen and I accidentally ended up on a date.
Oh, not a date.
The stories we tell ourselves.
She's really doubling down on that. Oh, not a date.
I can't imagine a naval aviator would have that kind of money tucked away. Actually, I think you'll find that Dr. Srnkovic has been treating combat veterans free of charge for years now.
Talking points.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. First
Trying to tell you,
trial was
man.
on prison populations in countries too indebted to U.S. aid to say no. The second was with the DoD on first-year recruits who don't get a say in their medical treatment. And in both cases,
Frankenstein.
he took a big blackboard eraser and wiped out their memories. He let traumatized combat vets forget the horrors that they saw. He let career criminals forget that they were criminals and become productive members of society. But he decides what people remember, what they don't remember. Doesn't that worry you?
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
When he said well, it sounded like the AI. that's in the server room.
Yeah.
It's just certain words that the AI says that makes me think that it's based on him.
Yeah. It was like the way his voice cracked. It was
Well-
like, wait, is that the AI voice?
Well,
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
because it can't be him because it's like 300 years later or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
no.
Right.
He
but-
can't be alive.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Or can he? Maybe he froze himself.
Yeah, Fallout.
well,
He's a brain on a Roomba.
Roomba.
Okay. This is a great ethical debate, though. If you could eliminate the horrors from people's lives / PTSD traumas,
I don't know. That's a
Who are
whole-
we if not the
Right?
sum of our memories, Dave?
That's a whole episode.
there are some memories I do not want.
but they make
But they're
you who you are.
necessary.
Yeah,
they're
but
necessary.
retroactively, I'd be like, you know what? Since I'm already here,
Without that memory, it would fundamentally change who you are.
possibly.
Yeah,
Maybe
mine-
not.
No, 100%.
Maybe.
I hate you.
Except for some like extreme things. That'd be questionable. I would not want to see some of the beheadings I've seen in my lifetime on some of those videos that you really shouldn't see. Real life stuff.
Politicians and reporters, you know,
it's transactional. Yes, I know.
As well as being quite good looking. She
See how
does
he's
a really good
coaching him?
job, even if the
Jealous
only one she could
much?
get was a one.
She's not at the post.
No, she hasn't been there for a year. She was a bad girl.
Oh, sounds like she's responsible for that.
Reporter, she got what she wanted, and you got nothing.
What'd she get?
See, what
You
is
told
that?
her where Charlotte's being treated, and you told her for free.
For free?
Yeah, might as well get paid.
She said relationships were reported as transactional. So that's what she's trying to tell her before. And you just kind of offered it up because you were distracted. Basically, what do I get out of it is what you should be asking.
Mayor, Mr. Sims asked me to log our movements more formally today.
Oh, really?
Did she know?
So she compared the handwriting and deduced that it's Shirley.
Madam Mayor, can I ask why you want to go down?
Do I have to give you a reason?
Well,
I love this so
I'm in
much.
charge of rebuilding the stairs, and no one gets on a rope without my say-so.
I'm the mother effing mayor,
You know, I don't
and I want to.
really remember you. I have this feeling we didn't really see eye to eye.
We did all right. Madam Mayor, while you wait, can I talk to you for a second?
In private?
I love how he code switches a little bit. He starts off with the gruff voice, and then he kind of, hey, Madam Mayor, can I talk to you in a bit?
Camille gave us all instructions about how to talk to you so I don't up your recovery.
Oh my God.
You asked Shirley about Bernard Howard. This morning she remembered something.
Oh.
During the rebellion, a guy came down. He said he was Bernard's shadow.
Oh,
And
Lucas
I didn't have
Carl.
time for him. I'm sure was just gonna throw him in a cell, but he said he knew you, Lucas Kyle.
Avi Nash.
Here's Walker.
Yay. I
Madam
missed her.
Mayor, this is Martha Walker.
Let's start with something simple. You still drink coffee? Or am I not allowed to ask that because you're too fragile?
I drink coffee.
I love her so much. This is the real hero of the show, Martha.
Yeah.
Well, they said that I used to spend a lot of time in your workshop.
Don't take it for granted that she only just walked out of her place, not too long ago.
Who,
living
Martha?
the-
Well, when
Yeah.
they said that Martha
Oh, yeah.
was coming and had gone up to level 60, that's why I made a face because I was like, what?
I don't remember her leaving
Yeah,
her
that's
place
surprising.
Well, she had
after
agoraphobia.
37 years.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She can wait like the rest of us.
She was mechanical after all.
2 black coffees, hold the fawning.
I almost choked on my water.
I got a note last night. Did you send it?
Wasn't me, but it'd say,
Love how she's
You don't
vetting
trust
the
me.
note.
I want to trust you.
yeah.
She doesn't know who to trust,
Why
to be
would
fair.
that be?
She has the wherewithal to know that that some people should not be trusted.
I went out to clean. There couldn't supply, which showed me that you had swapped the heat tape, something that you could have been sent out to clean for.
Ooh.
And you wouldn't do that to anyone.
Putting
You
it
do that to
together.
someone that you meet.
You know what was the most irritating thing about you? If there was a problem, a question, a
Just dogging
decision
on
to
her.
be made, and everyone was pointing in one direction, you would decide that the only direction to go in was the opposite.
Right. That's quite
Hey,
irritating.
that's
No, what was irritating? was
feeling
that
attacked right now.
99% of the time you were right.
oh.
Because
Feeling
you
even more
trusted
attacked.
Your gut. So my question to you now is, what does your gut say?
I'm hungry.
You see, the person I risked my life for, she would have fought with every inch of stubbornness, arrogance,
I don't like this.
pig-headedness in her body.
Although this is the bridge building thing, the corridor. What do you call it? Drawbridge?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, is this the multi-tool?
What's that?
Oh,
Are you
hey.
even trying? Do you remember?
What do you mean? I'm here. I get splinters of memory or something. I don't know what it is. And the more I try and hold on to it, it just slips away. I don't know what to do.
Try harder.
But this is the way. You just get under her skin, make her annoyed, like you used to.
Well, yeah, she needs tough love.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's being very coddled right now by Camille.
So good to get away from the constant staring and questions and pressure to vomit up something of value.
I don't like this camera
You have any
angle.
military visitors
Right?
yet? Hoping you'll
Unsettling.
vomit up something of value? Not yet.
Oh, this is why they interjected this.
Similar tactics.
She's Walker in this
Martha.
situation. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bridget. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
See, this is why she's so paranoid. Who's it? Oh, this is the guy on the train station.
Yeah.
Remember that she
Think so.
ducked?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is the Stenson guy? Because his wife was the one. Heidi Stenson is his wife.
Excuse me, guys. Thank you.
Get out of the way for the mayor. It was really mean. Jeez Louise. Oh, these are the girls that fawned over her and got her relics. Remember?
Mhm.
God, they're so creepy.
I need some space. Could you give me 30 minutes? Or...
Have you met Mrs. Sims? I let you out of my sight and you use my intestines for dental.
I know.
Okay, this is why you need security.
Yeah.
Hey, did you touch me? What are you talking about? Touch me! I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez Louise.
Clever.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's gonna get this poor man killed.
Yeah, he seemed nice enough. And he
Right?
has the right idea about not wanting to get killed by Sims.
Just doing his job.
Well, they all know her face too. So what is? Oh gosh. Oh, it's what's her name with the curly hair with the.
Yeah. I don't remember.
You remember? I forgot her name.
I don't either.
You remember.
Oh, Sims did this to Juliette. Matched me with the breathing.
That's my breathing.
Is he head of IT?
He might be.
I'll let you go if you go on a date with me.
Ugh.
Oh, stop
Yeah.
it. He seems nice enough. The bandaged arm. That girl was one of the outsiders.
Oh.
It's Patrick Kennedy with the long hair.
Wasn't she like the secretary or whatever at the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Holston's secretary. That's
Mhm.
right. And that's one of the redhead, remember the redheaded ginger that was with Kennedy?
I'm the man.
Displays a lie?
Helping you with the hard
Oh,
drive.
yeah, I remember
What?
her.
Patrick Kennedy, whose life's never sucked more than when I met you.
Danny screwed my life too. Landed me in judicial seclusion. Trying to forget it. Probably never will.
Oh my God.
Sandy.
You remember Seclusion?
I worked for you when you were sheriff. You didn't screw up my life, but I still don't like you.
Why are you lying about the outside?
Oh,
I'm not lying.
Do you remember that? Really?
Huh?
Or are you just remembering what you've been shown?
tough love. It's going to be something random too, just like when it was with the reporter.
Yeah.
Maybe they actually did it. The drugs that Sims offered me. You know, swallow these pills and you'll forget that we led your wife to her grave. Let me ask you something. Are you receiving a lot of medical attention right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, like being asked to swallow a whole bunch of pills.
Yep.
Forgetty spaghetti.
Get the helmets.
No, don't get the helmets.
You went to Charlotte for a story, and then when you didn't get it, you came to me.
No, you idiot. I didn't go to her.
She came to me. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I thought we already knew that.
Mm.
I thought,
I kind of assumed that, yeah.
no, I 100% thought Charlotte sought out Helen.
What she said in the first episode was that, well, I mean, then you're obviously prescient and observant, because the thing that I was trying to put together was A, the chicken and the egg. Did Charlotte seek her out or did she seek Charlotte out? B, why is she so paranoid? That's something we don't know about yet. And I think it has something to do with that person she was hiding from in the train, too. It's the same guy she ducked.
Mm-hmm. Now we know this much anyway.
The best you could do was point me in the right direction.
Like she did Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Spaghetti.
Was the dirty bomb attack on DC even real?
Which is what a lot of people were asking.
Not all missions planned for Iran were related to the nukes. The one she was on, going to the mountains up next to Turkmenistan, their planes were going to be loaded with bunker busters. She said they pulled out the comms units and installed this old school system from the 80s.
Oh.
Don't want your email hacked? Use a typewriter. Don't want your planes hacked? Take them out of the digital playing field.
Which storage room?
I don't want to tell you.
I can show you, but there's
then I'd
something
have
I
to
wanna
kill you.
return. This one,
Whoa.
printed inside, is number 18. Same numbers on the hard
Okay.
drive.
Okay.
This
Okay.
one, the helmet you wore
The fire
back,
helmet.
17.
says 17.
Oh.
You had a sign. You held it up to the camera and it said, "Not safe, do not come out." I worked for you. I know your handwriting. You didn't write it. Who wrote the sign?
How are you going to signal them?
She looks familiar.
She's just the girl who got her arm broken in the raid.
Or is it Billings' wife?
Oh, is it?
Was that Billings'
One and
wife?
the same?
Okay.
That would be Kayla, right? That's her name, Kayla Billings?
Her face looks
Fine.
familiar.
Oh, the
You're right,
sheriff?
Jason. She
Okay.
looks really familiar to me.
She
Yeah,
does.
I think you're right. She was pregnant
Yeah.
last time we saw her too. Did she have her kid? She did have her kid. She did have her kid. Wow. What did I say from the beginning?
Bring in the van. Are you all right?
Hold on. Clear the mayor. Get her out.
Now.
That's why he said, hold on. He's giving them time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I told you.
Okay.
Told you. Kayla is with them. And he was putting the kibosh on Orla's investigation. And Orla is now missing. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Turn the lights off, people. Come on.
I don't know. Maybe they have time. Guys, pull on one of the mops. It's a handle. Oh, hey. Whoa.
Because the only way I can keep you safe is if we're in it together.
You're not my mommy.
I know.
And I'm not your sister.
And I'm
Why are you apologizing? I'm the mayor, bitch. I do what I want.
The only way she'd tell us where you were is if she could talk to you.
But this is what's going to get her to remember more, basically.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
She is legit
This
pissed.
is
Juliette.
It's an honest
Right.
request.
We
you
call
know?
ourselves that in tribute.
She's calling herself Juliette.
Dude, that is so lame.
Getting that?
Uh-huh.
She knows what it means.
We
What
just
does it
thought that
mean?
if you had it, then it must mean something good.
Your parents, what do they call you?
Yeah, you idiot.
Evelyn.
Evelyn? That's a good name.
Hey, hold on.
Aw.
I don't know what it means. I don't even remember
Oh.
getting it. So I guess you've just got marks on your body that don't mean anything.
Get your own marks, is what she's saying.
She's being so mean.
Maybe.
But see, that's Juliette.
Maybe
Hmm?
not. Why not?
That's very much Juliette. Juliette would be like, you're an idiot.
To keep us from killing ourselves.
That's the narrative that they were told that they're willing to
So if these lines
swallow.
mean nothing else to you, well, they mean that to us.
It's like, you should have been sworn in mayor. What am I doing being mayor?
Let's not have that day again.
Okay, mom. We're like a grandma.
Make wise choices. That's what my
stunt
mom told
in the
me,
market?
Keegan, every day.
Not cool.
Yeah, that's not fair.
I am not the
Yeah.
kind of man who would ever lay hands on a woman. I
He's
honor
gay.
this badge
Yeah,
and my
maybe.
wife.
Oh. Okay.
You were immediately wrong. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Someone did just scream, David, you're wrong in this episode.
Basically feels like we're treating you like a prisoner.
This guy.
He's not sitting right
This
with
guy.
me.
Promotion. Make him sheriff. Because Billings obviously sus.
You want to get away from all this? Take some time for yourself. You can tell me. I'll find a way to make it work.
What about Camille?
You're my mayor. You let me worry about Mrs. Sims.
I like this. They didn't take this into account that people would just get her to do whatever she wanted to do because they believed in her. Oh, so okay. You're right, guys. Nice call, guys. You're very sharp.
That was
You're
all Bridget.
welcome.
Don't guys us. That was
I don't
Bridget.
It's collective. We all own these revelations.
No. Don't take credit for Bridget's discovery.
I didn't. I said I just gave it to all of you, not just Bridget.
Jason gave me that epiphany, not you.
You saw the page. The world was beautiful.
You think you need to remind me?
See?
If you think there's not a single day I don't choke on the irony of being asked to help rewrite the pact.
See? Yikes.
Don't break into IT! Don't grab the mayor!
Your daughter is sleeping.
Okay, Kat. Okay.
Oh, I was in front of a mirror.
It's a miracle no one else saw you. What if they had? What happens then? When they tell me my wife is in the middle of this?
They're going to play out the Allison Holston story again, it would seem.
Oh.
It'll be slightly different, but it seems like they're kind of...
Except they have a baby.
Yep.
That's such a thumb in the eye to Holston.
I could see someone coming and being like, oh, she said she wanted to go outside.
No sign
Okay.
of Orla Kent. Okay, that's what it was. New message. Wait.
She's dead.
It's because he knows exactly where she is.
Go.
Where?
Here we go. I gotta check
That
on
means
someone.
There's a missing person.
Blood pressure's up.
You think?
Just could be a way to get her to take some more pills.
Yes, I agree, Jason.
Okay, wait. So here's the thing. So they have cameras. They're gonna see her spit out the pills. So what are they gonna do about it?
I'm gonna go to the cafeteria. I'm hungry.
It's already in the water too, if you remember.
I'm not going to eat, but I was hungry.
I'm hungry too. The W. She's remembering Lucas Kyle inadvertently. The constellations, remember?
Never noticed that before.
And I have.
Oh.
Ma'am, would you like to order something? No, I'm good.
You said you were hungry. That's why we came here.
I was hungry for memories. This girl never eat. Oh, forgetty spaghetti. What are you doing? Ugh. I know I see Rachel's face. Like, what are you doing over there? What are you doing?
So you believe things are back on track?
I can't vouch for tomorrow, but today, yes.
You're wrong.
The blue line represents the calming value in the silo of having Juliette Nichols as mayor. The red line is the risk she poses if the memory protocol is not successful. If those lines cross, Juliette Nichols will have outlived her usefulness. The problem, of course, is that a sudden removal of Juliette could be catastrophically destabilizing. We can only
doesn't sound
hope
like Daniel,
that the
really.
introduction of the vitamin compound into the water supply happens before that becomes necessary.
It almost does, but like pitch shift down.
Yeah, maybe 3 days until all of this stuff, right? The sleds gets delivered to the water supply, water filtration. So we're on a timeline. I'm really surprised that Orla Kent didn't make an appearance, but you can tell Billings is like, I got to check on a missing person that I made missing.
All right. I want to start by saying, David, great job.
Thank you. I thought maybe I was doing a little bit too much.
No, you did great.
I felt myself
Besides
being like,
the very first one.
Yeah.
That was a freebie right in the middle of the sentence.
Right. I got too excited, man.
I know.
I get
And you were
excited
excited
AI
too.
thing.
I was, but I know how to temper it.
I can't. Okay, I'm usually very tempered, but this was a lot. There were so many facts that were rattled. 300 some odd years, 342 years, 6 silos.
I don't get excited like you do.
No,
I
me
receive
neither.
the information and I go, oh, okay, cool. I note it and I move on.
Nah. Bridget?
Yes.
Back me up here.
I'm with Rachel on this, actually.
Oh my goodness. How am I the magic and mystery guy? Like,
It was cool.
Because it's straight facts. It's not the story. When the story characters, when I find out more about that, that's when I get excited. When it's just straight history, bleh.
I guess that is more of like a male-female gravity situation.
No, don't just say it's you. It's just you.
I think men tend to.
I get what
Jason,
you're
Jason, you want to weigh in?
I don't know what were you going to say.
I saw your face. You were like, yeah.
Or
See?
yeah, no, I was super excited too.
Yeah, see? I
Mostly
think men
because
are
of the
more
AI.
attracted to analytical data, no?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I just wasn't jumping up out of my chair. I just was like, oh, okay, cool.
I was really trying to stop, by the way.
We're not women in STEM, So, like, that's why.
Wow. Oh, yeah. What did I say about the deputy? Also, I would never do that because I'm gay. He was like, and I would never because my wife.
And he's like, my wife.
That's amazing.
If we find out some sort of eugenics happened, that we have to have heterosexual people and heterosexuals because they to breed in the population. But Martha and Carla are gay, so
No, I know, but I feel like any kind of relationship would be fine because they are keeping such a cap on the population.
I agree.
Heterosexual relationships might be like,
tone it down.
Calm down.
You heterosexual people, tone it down.
Calm down.
Please.
Yeah. Disgusting. Why can't you be like your gay neighbors?
Fruitless.
We got enough babies running around here. Would you just go stop making babies?
So just stop doing that.
Stop.
Or else there'll be a revolution. Anyway. Okay. We're already 2 episodes in, and I feel like there's a lot of information dump. I feel like we built a corridor or drawbridge between so many things that we've learned. This is like the Walking Dead effect as well. You ever notice how the further along in Walking Dead episodes we go, because of all the history we've learned in seasons prior and all the callbacks they keep throwing our way, A, our discussions are longer, and B, because this is kind of a mystery series, every bit of new information makes us look at all the information back. And so we're kind of like recalling some things. Ray, you did a great job keeping us on track in the last episode. What, if anything, do we want to break over again?
Honestly, I think this episode did a really good job of setting us up with a bunch of questions that obviously we're going to get answers to. David was very excited about a few of the answers that we got in this episode.
Several, not just the first ones.
But it was mostly coming up with new questions. What are we going to find out this season? And these are the questions that we should be looking at. Who's the old guy that's spying on Charlotte? Is Charlotte receiving the first wave of the Forgetty Spaghetti? Obviously, it's working. Well, we're seeing it work similarly to how Juliette is responding to it. Maybe it's not fully taking because Charlotte is getting these flashes. So are we going to see how they change the formula? Are they going to change the formula? What other people are they using the Forgetti Spaghetti pills on? Are we going to see those people? Are we going to see how it affects them in the flashback?
Present.
How are they developing this so that it's still being used in the silo?
They did mention the prisoners and the vets.
Right. Helen brought that up.
Is it Cernovich?
Yes.
He was experimenting on that to kind of... Well, and okay, let's touch on this briefly. How do you feel about this being a possible, just on its face, assuming it's true, and I have no reason to believe it's not true, that they're using it for prisoners for recidivism, they're to bring prisoners back to the populace, for folks who've had PTSD.
Are you talking about like real life?
Yeah,
like,
he's
how do I
talking,
feel about this
he's
in real
talking
life?
about the ethical dilemma of this.
Yeah.
David, that is a whole other podcast on its own.
I just want to strafe across it just really quickly because I didn't want to interrupt the flow of the watch.
I couldn't even begin to. That's not a quick discussion.
Oh, I'll give you my answer.
Initial impressions, yeah.
I am a firm no on this. I don't care what alleged quote unquote benefits you would see out of this. Overwhelmingly, the power that this gives your government ultimately is terrifying.
Nobody
No.
said anything about government, just as a treatment,
Dave,
for PTSD.
Come on, dude.
David,
Come
it's
on.
the government.
Well, no, I'm not even saying that.
I just meant generally speaking.
If this exists, the government is taking it.
I think you're too cynical, in my opinion.
Okay. Do you live in the same
Wow.
world we
See?
do?
See, this is why we
Wow.
don't have time for this as a huge discussion.
I'm just thinking of specific things like the loss of an infant, parents that either lose an
Wow.
infant or
No, no,
lose
this
a
is
child.
Dave. We've never talked about this on the podcast, but I guarantee you watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind because you
I did.
were a hipster, and so was I, and I watched the hell out of that movie. And I'm
Yeah,
going to tell
me
you
too.
right now, that brings to mind if you give up your memories, even the bad ones. You lose a piece of yourself. Truly. You lost your infant. You want to lose the memory of them in its entirety? Dave, I can't even imagine letting go of something that big, something that important in my life.
No.
I have been through horrible, horrible stuff in my life.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like war-torn infants and stuff like that.
I wouldn't give up any of it.
But that's you. I can see a person who's lost, say, to like a landmine. We're just thinking of the most horrific things that you could think of and seeing it. Just thinking of those kinds of things. How does one live a normal life with that in their head? It's a very important question, I think.
You're saying it should be an option for people.
For extreme cases, let's say.
Even as an option, it's going to get into the wrong hands, and eventually down the road, it will not be an option anymore. It'll just be administered.
This is my argument when it comes to medical assistance in dying MAID that's been rolled out in Canada. They've already had 200,000 people who've electively committed suicide. Scandinavia is even a more horrific.
Like medically assisted?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But government, because they have government healthcare. So it's being deployed that way. So I have a huge, so maybe, Bridget, I'm not saying maybe you're onto something, but there's also.
Yeah. Can you imagine you've given the government the right to assist you with suicide?
See, but we don't have government healthcare, so I feel
No,
fine
I know.
about it.
But like what
I'm kidding.
what a slippery slope that is.
Look at Kevorkian. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, and now look at where we are now. And you know, the US in many states have this, and it's a problem.
To
But
answer
so,
your question, no, the
I kinda
Forgetti
agree with
Spaghetti
you.
is not not a good thing.
But again, I can see in an ideal
It's a form
world,
of control.
it can be, right?
Well, and that's how it would be used.
Right.
Even things with the purest intentions, if you let the wrong people control it, they will control the populace with it.
And Dave, you and I are going to fundamentally disagree on this because I believe that God allows things to happen for a reason.
I don't know about fundamentally.
So I think
don't
to some
disagree
degree
with that.
because you can't erase the things that happen to you because they are critical to who you are. They draw you closer to God. That's why you experience them. Or they test your mettle or whatever. There's some reason that you're given the experiences that you're given. There is a hand that all of us are dealt, and no one's is perfect. Here's the other thing. Pain is relative. Your worst day can be drastically different than my worst day. I think that you can't strip that away from people because it's too important. And from my faith perspective, you shouldn't strip it away from them. It goes against what I believe.
You're going back to the reason why I don't think medical assistance in dying is ethical, basically. I'm out on a limb on that stance too, because there's a lot of people who would argue against that.
I think it's worth a longer discussion.
Sure. I just wanted to strafe across the
I
topic.
live in a gray area when it comes to
I do too, by the
assisted.
way. And it's the same way I feel about the Forgetti pills. There are some people that see things that no human should see or experience.
I can see the
And
benefit to it, but I can also see
if it means they want to live and have a life, that's just
Yeah.
something to discuss, is what I'm saying.
I mean, it's hard, Dave, especially like when you're coming from like a libertarian perspective, because I think people should be able to ultimately do whatever they want.
More or less, right? We're in a pluralistic society. We shouldn't.
But it is
right.
scary because once you know these things exist, who's going to abuse it?
Right.
100%.
Agreed. Very much agree.
So that,
And this is why I
that's the
like these
scary part to me.
debates.
Like, yes, I'm with you, Bridget. Let people do whatever they want as long as they're not hurting other people.
Yeah,
But for
yeah.
yourself,
As long as the government's not hurting other people.
well, you make the decisions for yourself, right?
Yeah, like people
truly
should
believe
have
it.
full autonomy. Like,
Full,
I get it.
100%.
Well,
No, absolutely, 100%.
now I'm taking the other side now.
As long as you're not hurting other people, as long as no one else is involved, you should make decisions for yourself, 100%. But just the fact that if it exists, if the forgetty spaghetti pills were a real thing, that's a terrifying concept.
Well, it
Because
depends on how
somebody would
available they
abuse
are,
it.
right? And who administers it, and
It just
the whole
means that
thing.
it's a real thing, and the wrong people, the government, would have a means to make the public forget.
And this is why you shouldn't mix healthcare and government. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. So that's the that on that.
Which takes us back to the silo, because what is the government preparing to do in 3 days? Or I don't know how many days it's been, maybe 2 more days. Is they're going to administer it to the water filtration.
Right. But didn't we say they were already doing that? Do you think they're increasing it?
I think they're getting ready to do a massive dose of spaghetti for the entire silo. That's
Right.
why they have so many drums.
But we were under the impression that this was already happening.
So yes, they even say in the episode, there's a steady stream of kind of like a microdose of spaghetti. So that
So they're
after,
upping the dose.
So after a generation, you kind of start to forget things. This is why Martha Kent forgot why she isolated herself in her own room.
No,
She
I
became an
understand.
agoraphobe.
Right. That's
Right.
yes.
So it's like over a course of many years, she kind of just forgot. Great segue. I had this thought about how I do trust Carla, but I'm starting to think there was a reason why she isolated herself, and it had to maybe do something with Carla. That even maybe Carla forget that maybe she betrayed Martha. Because what would make Martha isolate herself from Carla, the person she loves? And I think there's something there. I think we kind of let that go. We took the spaghetti and we forgot to keep probing that angle.
Between the two of them.
Yeah.
Right. What would get a person to completely abandon their partner?
It depends on the person, those two.
And whether you forgot the reason to begin with, too.
Which they did. After a while, they were just, I haven't been out in so long. And now, you get used to something. You get used to the way it is. And after a while, she just was too scared.
But then she forgot the reason to begin with. Almost 2 generations later.
And she says it, too, because when she finally does muster it up to come out and Martha goes and finds Carla, she's like, I don't even know why. Yeah.
See, look,
My original question here, David, they're upping the dose. So they've always been putting this in the water. Everybody's taking the forgetty pills, the forgetty water, really.
Right.
But now they're going to up the dose.
It's why they've always been so pliable with the pact and the rules and all that stuff. It's to keep them in line. But this big dose is to kind of forget obviously what
the
immediately.
most meaty. Yeah.
Yeah, the rebellion itself.
And why they're withholding the relics in general.
Well, we got more of that this episode.
Right. We got little breadcrumbs, which withholding the relics was something you had said last season. It's a way of controlling them. They're only allowed so many things or whatever.
Right.
But now they've piled onto that. Now they're telling us by introducing certain relics, they're unlocking certain, they're allowing them to have certain memories back by introducing certain relics, but withholding other ones.
To give them a new story, I guess, in this instance right now.
Yeah.
Now we know that these relics are key to kind of unlocking unconscious things of our own nature, basically.
Which makes me think of what you talked about earlier with the relic trading going on of Juliette's things.
In the last episode, yeah.
I don't know that the reason she's trading things is as important as Juliette getting those items back. I feel like they showed us those items because Juliette's going to get them back somehow. And maybe the badge is going to trigger a memory.
Maybe. I like that as a vehicle. And we know that these fangirls exist. I guess I'm assuming it's all girls, but yeah, they call them. I would like to see a man called Juliette. Just don't get me wrong. Or like Julienne.
That'd be cool.
I don't know.
Well, why not Juliette?
Julian.
Boys have traditionally girls' names. It's a thing.
Not Juliette.
Why not?
Juliette. I know a guy, Kelly. It's some Irish thing.
Dude,
whatever.
If they're that devoted to following her, he can go by Juliette. It's fine.
Absolutely.
Sure. Listen, I told you, I love to see it. Isn't it also the stories we tell ourselves? This is like a thing that was mentioned. Aren't we all stories we tell ourselves? We're meaning make machines. I love that they said that out loud.
Yeah.
Which kind of gave me more of an emotional contact with this series that I don't really, because we're so alien to this living, to this life. We're used to open spaces and fields, and we can go out if we want to, but these people can't. That was like such a tactile thing of when the Cernovich guy said little relics in our lives. He almost said relics, but he said something else. They're a way of kind of telling our story. And I thought, like, that's kind of cool. We do that. Yeah, artifacts. Right. But we do things like that, right? We do have this. I have this in front of me whenever I record. I have this little picture of us at Pandemic. I have that in front of me. I have the little snail thing. I can't show it to you because it'll bring the camera down probably. But see, it's the same kind of thing. We have little reminders that tell our story all around us. Except for Jason, this room's very bare. At least from my vantage point, I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. It's a new thing for us because we're used to seeing this from like a pinhole, this story. Oh, we don't know what that's like. Oh, but they're telling us how it's like. They're showing us. But now we're in the story. Now we have like a gateway of, oh, what would it be like if you took away all these things that are around me? They could tell me anything. They could feed me any story.
Well, they could show you something that had great meaning for you, but tell you a completely different story.
Can I tell you something really odd that just sort of occurred to me? Yeah, of course. It is odd because you're not going to like it. Do you get the feeling that maybe it's been 300? No, the AI already said it's been 340. But the AI could be lying. It's been 342 years. The AI says 342 or 50, whatever it is. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
10 years.
Those 10 years could make all the difference.
Wouldn't it be wild if it hadn't been that long at all? This is like a story that's only maybe like Martha, 37 years in the future.
Oh,
like maybe
that's
we'll say
really,
40.
it's really Daniel. He's still alive.
Oh, I see what you mean.
He's just really old.
Yeah.
His voice has gotten deeper in his older age. I'm not saying that as far as the AI is concerned, but like maybe the forgetty pills make you kind of forget really fast.
I'm going to say, sure, why not?
Because maybe the past isn't as far back as we thought it was. I don't know.
If that is
Dumb
true,
thing.
someone had to make up the history that didn't actually happen.
Yeah. Stories we tell ourselves. We allow ourselves to swallow. I don't know. I'm wrong, but it's a thought that invaded my brain.
I don't know, man. I mean, with the introduction of these forgetty pills, what if this is like the first generation of people who were in the silos?
That would be something.
It'd be a crazy twist.
Martha is the reporter. No, I'm kidding. It's not. No, but she is somebody that we saw.
Not.
I don't know. Like, we're using Martha because she's the oldest person we've seen, I guess, on the show.
Yeah,
Carla
I mean,
and
probably
Martha.
one of them, yeah.
Juliette's dad was probably the oldest.
Juliette's, no, actually, the oldest is George Wilkins's mother.
Is she still alive?
She was the flame keeper that had one of the relics that she held onto. I can't remember. The Georgia tourism book.
Oh, it had.
But she was the one in the
pictures of
sanitarium.
outside, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is what, by the way, this is what Kat and Billings. Paul. Thank you. You got it. That's what they were arguing about. They both saw the book. Paul was sobbing.
Yeah.
Looking at it. And then he finally burns it in the oven. But yeah, this broke him. And then him having to rewrite the pact and everything.
What if he wrote it originally?
Oh, Rachel.
And then he forgot he wrote it.
Oh my God. But he's not that old. So.
But if we're going to ride this train, let's just jump both feet on.
The wheels fall
just
off.
Just go
right?
like so crazy.
See, that's why his hands are shaking because they made up his face and everything. He's really like 90. He looks like a young man.
Black don't crack, baby.
I knew you were going to say that. Right. It's just implied. You said to say it out loud.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Nobody's going to be mad I said that.
Paul Billings drank the not only forgetty water, he drank the fountain of youth.
Well, Juliette has memories of being a child, at least. Let's just focus on Juliette for a second.
Sure.
Let's say this is the first generation of people in the silo.
Those memories were faked.
Well, it would be definitionally the second, I guess.
Or maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe she was a child when she entered the silo and has grown up in there, but has taken the forgetty pills and doesn't remember being outside.
Maybe it's the stories we told ourselves. Maybe we thought we grew up in the silo and we thought our brother choked to death. See, we planted a memory of a brother we didn't have and a mother maybe we didn't even have. A traumatic memory.
We're all clones.
Maybe my father isn't my father. Maybe we're not all related at all and we're just randomly chosen.
All androids.
Yep.
Okay, you went too far.
We're all
That's my
made
job.
Of nanobites. What did you call? What are they?
Nanites.
We're all nanites now.
I think you did this at the start of the show too. Nanobots.
The nanobots.
Which is okay. But yeah, nanites.
Yeah, nanotech. You know, it's those toys.
Yeah.
Those
See,
toys where you
technically...
make like a bug robot or whatever.
Okay.
You know what? Without going too crazy here, I could support the theory that the silos are not as old as we're being told they are.
It's just an interesting thought. Miles kind of debunks us with the tunnel system.
Possibility.
Maybe. Again, it's a fun thought. I don't think it's in any way. It's a hook shot. I'm not even putting much weight into it. It's just fun.
At the end of the show, Juliette wakes up and it's all been a dream.
Yeah. She wakes up and she's actually Charlotte in the hospital.
That's really good, though. You want to talk about fun?
Dude, that's horrible.
Fun.
I would punch my TV.
I would be so mad. So mad.
I wouldn't, because how would they show that to us, right? It's one thing to say the premise, but it's another thing to watch the Titanic sink.
This whole show is a story that Daniel's telling her while she's in her coma.
But see, some things have to be real, right? No, if you think about it. Oh, this is so much fun. But I won't keep going.
We've gone so far off the rails.
But some things have to be tactile and real.
Mhm.
The silo, the whole reason for the silo could be real, all this, whatever. But it could be a story that they fed her to kind of, I kind of like the idea. Did you realize how far off? You indulged me too much.
I did. This was a particularly fun one because I could see.
Well, there are implications too, by the way.
I want to drill down a little bit more on your position with Billings. Because when we were talking earlier, it sounded like you were accusing him of being a bad
Kidnapper?
guy. But at the same time, sort of like helping the rebellion, which in my opinion are like kind
Helping
of
the outsiders, but also helping the rebellion, by the way,
Yeah.
if you remember.
Okay, which I don't know. I mean, I guess are kind of, I could see as like the good guys. If Camille's our bad guy.
No, like, glad you use quotes just to say it out loud.
I
'cause some
know.
people aren't.
Well, because honestly, I don't know who to trust anymore. But
May
feel
I?
like
Because you're very invested in good guys and bad guys, but I still contend that Paul Billing is still the neutral good. He's always been.
He's definitely good. His intentions are pure.
Look, he's so good he's standing up to his wife, which is not advice I would ever give.
Yes.
Which is why I can't see him kidnapping someone.
I don't think he's actually on the side of the outsiders.
Patrick Kennedy?
Because his wife is involved. That's why he says, wait, get Juliette out of the way. He was trying to give them extra time. It's because he doesn't want his wife to get swept up in this because she's involved and he knows that she's involved. So he's trying to protect her. I don't think he cares one way or the other about Kennedy because he really hates that guy.
I don't think he hates him, but I definitely don't
really
think he
doesn't
likes
like him. He really doesn't like him.
You know, when he looks at Kennedy, I think there's a part of him that he's looking inside of himself. Well, right now, especially because of what he saw. And
Well, he doesn't want
what if
these
he's
people
right?
to sow chaos. He's all for finding the truth, but in a more glacial manner.
Well, kind of like the way Juliette's doing. She's like, I need to know who to trust before I can lean into this. Ooh, the truth is in the marketplace. She's verifying the source if she can before she jumps into something she doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of to your point. So there's similar vibes here. So I laughed a hot second because I thought it's funny because I know that's not really your personality, Bridget, but Billings is looking at Patrick Kennedy. He's like, is that Bridget? Is that what would happen to me if I leaned in too much into the conspiracy?
Oh yeah, dude. Me and Kennedy were the same.
Like, be like partying in the back.
100%. 100%. Me and that redheaded guy were hanging out.
Now, to kind of give it to me also, I am that when it comes to From. You're like, I'm seeing how Dave is looking in this particular moment. I don't quite like how I look
What?
in those scenarios. Oh,
Shut up, Travis. Travis came in. It's like, what guy?
Who's Patrick Kennedy? I'll have at him. Not on my watch.
Why I oughta?
Why don't you show him a picture of Patrick Kennedy? Like, that guy? Oh, he kind of looks like me. Not at all.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly true.
I don't look like that guy. Excuse me.
He's like a short
Anyway.
version of Travis.
I think he's actually tall. He just kind of slouches.
He
Kennedy.
looks no, because all actors are like notoriously short. Isn't that like a thing?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
It's, well,
We don't have a convention. We don't all get together, Bridget. Oh, wait.
Yeah, every year they stand them up in a line.
It's like SantaCon,
outside of the
but it's like
Chinese
for
theater.
elves. Yeah. But I'm like that with From. So you watch me go with my
Correct.
harebrained theories, and you're like, oh, I'm Billing. See, you're Billings in that moment. You're like, the moon is wearing pants. I'm going to be the other side of that, actually.
Yeah, correct.
So I think two things can be true. I think Billings wanted to put the kibosh on Orla Kent's investigation. I don't think she wanted to kidnap her, but I think he damn well knows that they did because he talked about it. Oh, she's onto you. Move your shipments, blah, blah, blah. that you're getting from see now, like here's the bigger question. Aside from the helmets and all that stuff, which they already have, why are they grabbing critical supply? Stuff that came in when the silo was built. What is their angle? What are they trying to do?
Maybe they're looking for more evidence like was on the hard drive. You got to remember Kennedy and what's his face?
Danny.
They saw the video.
The Carmody cleaning, yeah.
And all of a sudden Juliette comes back, maybe has the answer, and then has no memory. So they are trying to figure out, can we go outside? Is that real? Because you came back. Anyone with half a brain knows like you shouldn't just run out the door now.
Yeah, that's an interesting fact. Okay, because here's the thing. Even they, I have such admiration for how astute they are. Even they said the handwriting on your note to the camera is not your handwriting. Now, that for them is very clever, but that's not for them. That's for Juliette. Oh, wait, my own handwriting. Well, then who wrote it? And if there's a Silo 17.
Who did write it?
I think it was one of the kids.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Actually, I think it was the
it Solo?
Black Sheep kid. No, I don't think it was Solo.
Oh, the one that they were so mean to?
Yeah. I think it was her. If I went back and saw the scene, it was definitely one of them.
Okay.
Or it could have been Solo. Who knows? Doesn't matter, really. It's not
her.
Which means it's somebody outside of this silo.
Right. Which means there are people exist outside the silo.
Well, when she got the memory of the helmet, she saw that she was with other people. It wasn't like their faces or anything, but it was like flashes, shadows. So her memories are unlocking more than we are seeing. But then she's going to Walker and saying, you gave it to me, you switched the heat tape. Like, we didn't see all of that. We know that that's what happened, but we didn't see all of it replayed. So it's interesting because this storytelling device of giving us the little flashback snips are not the full story. So even if we see that Juliette has seen something, we can't assume that it's only that she now knows.
So what they're telling us is they can't even trust us with the memories that Juliette's getting.
Yeah, well, again, it's going to make her another unreliable narrator in this story because you just don't know where her head's going to be at ever.
Because I also kind of panic when she remembers something, because what if she remembers it wrong? Which is sort of what Cernovich, if that's his name, I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Implies.
It is because I kept thinking like CERN.
Right.
Because they just turned it off.
Oh, the Hadron Collider?
Is it?
In CERN?
What is it called?
It's like a particle
accelerator. Yeah.
Whatever it is. Who cares?
Yeah. Well, the neutrons collide. Is it neutrons?
Correct.
All I've seen is people being like, they turned off CERN and now I can sleep through the night. I'm like, okay, you guys are nuts, but all right.
But you're like, maybe.
Nah, I have a baby,
giant
so I'm not
machine
sleeping
in
through the night.
Sweden where they would collide particles together and it would generate massive bursts of energy.
Right.
And they turned it off. So now...
Yeah, they turned it off and now everyone's like, oh, great. The Mandela effects are gone. The cornucopia is back on Fruit of the Loom. That's what people are saying. I'm like, okay.
People are losing their minds. Charlie's opening a moon pie.
It's Barnes and Nobles.
I know.
Again.
They're like,
Sinbad and Shazam is back.
For real, that's how it's going.
It is.
Everyone's like, it's never been a moon pie. I'm like, okay. The first,
Guys,
it always was. It
was always called depends on the garments. Okay.
Oh my god.
No, it's depend.
Everybody else just calls it depends. Just like they say Myers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the
Kroger's.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. There you
just
go.
Kroger.
Oh. Okay. There's one other thing really that I care about is the inflection point where Juliette outliving her usefulness collides with Juliette being the only reason why people don't want to kill themselves and go outside. I think the AI is practically acknowledging that they really can't do anything about this, thereby further affirming what it said in the last episode. We're past the order now. We're in territory that's been uncharted at this point. And he's explaining why.
Sure. I'm not even sure if the AI, I'm going to say AI for argument's sake.
Sure.
You know who I'm
right.
I'm not even sure the AI has all of the information, because if Juliette did recover all of her memories, if everything came back, she would still tell people not to go outside.
Sure.
She still knows that it's not safe out there.
And that's the reason why they like seeing her, is because they're affirming that it's not safe outside. The Juliette person, or Evelyn person, had affirmed that the reason why we're happy you came back is so that we didn't make a rash decision and go outside. Because the whole silo was like, we want to go outside. Beyond the rebellion, there were just regular people that were like, oh, we can leave? this place?
Did they give an answer and I missed it as to why she was able to survive and come back?
The surveillance hut.
That's the
I
made
mean,
up
it was
memory.
just dumb luck. Sure, but it was
That-
just
I guess
dumb
they're
luck
making it
that
seem
she
like
made
it's
it
dumb
that
luck.
far.
There was a suit
Okay.
inside with a fire retardant suit. Yeah.
Okay.
And helmet. Yeah.
I remember that part, but I guess I glossed
To be
over
fair, they've only
the
touched on it
these
like
watches.
very briefly, and
Yeah.
it sounds as half baked as anything
really does.
you've ever heard. No, she went out, but she found a tool shed.
Hey guys.
Oh, there was a suit in there. Yeah, no, it was flame retardant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ticket.
Like,
why would it be
what?
flame
Like,
retardant?
why?
Nobody's asking questions.
Why is it flame retardant? Where is there a shed? What are
Also,
you talking
who do you think
about?
you're talking to? Yeah.
Also, this is all based on a rumor that someone said that they saw her go in a shed. How?
Well,
Where?
Well, they were
No.
watching through her
Visor.
helmet cam.
They just said, okay, it's really this, but it actually is this.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Even if she found a new suit, she would have had to take that one off and put the new one on.
No. The tool shed is airtight.
Oh.
It had an airlock
Okay.
dial, so at least from what we were able to see.
You know, those kind of tool sheds, I've got one in my backyard
Yeah.
that's airtight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Airtight tool shed.
So, no, if you look at the recap of the first episode, you can actually see that the place where the camera sits, you can't see behind it or anything, but it looks very, very similar. So it wouldn't take that much to doctor up that. See, the AI could do a AI generated version of that. It has to be close enough to the truth for the mind to accept it.
Sure. So if she has memories of going through a door, then
Even
it's this
seeing
door.
a thing that looks like another thing,
Right.
she'll accept the image because, oh, yeah. Generally, I see what this is and I accept what you're saying about it.
Mhm.
Because I had seen something like it. That's really the reason for it. Can I ask one other thing? How exciting is this series?
Very.
I love this show.
Is there anything that we've been watching that makes you feel anything close to this? Or that we have watched in like the last year?
No, I don't think so.
I don't
Not,
either.
not quite like this.
Yeah.
I am really enjoying.
House of the Dragon?
I don't know. I was pretty darn excited for Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which I will admit I was not at first.
You know,
Right.
it's a different kind of feeling. This
is.
kind of tickles so many notes.
This is more like mystery excited.
Mhm.
It's just so
This gets my
much.
brain going in a different way than From. In a different
Yeah,
way
definitely.
than From. From does pique my interest. I really like it. I know that I have to wait a really long time now, so I've kind of like suppressed it, I feel like. But Silo, once it starts up, it gives so many quick answers that then require more questions that all of a
Noted Rachel's
sudden
face.
I'm like, oh, okay. And maybe this is going to happen. And maybe this. Honestly, I just read a book while I listened to it for a book club that I have tomorrow. I felt that way about maybe the last quarter of the book.
Oh.
And I was thinking today, like, I haven't really felt that way about anything in a little while, where I like
Mhm,
think
Nice.
about it after the fact. I was at work today and I was like, man, I can't wait to get done with work so I can get in the car and listen to the rest of that book. I haven't really
yeah.
felt like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
about something in a while.
I'm only mentioning it because we did make note of that when we talked about the series last year. I feel
I
even
think
more
last
now.
year is probably the last time I like really felt like this. I can't explain why this show does that to me and others don't.
It's genre blending mostly, but it does this thing where it can walk and chew bubblegum. That it can keep throwing more questions at you, but simultaneously answer them. Unlike
See,
some
that's-
series.
Right.
Rachel's
And
face.
that, for me, everybody has their style that they like, but that's what I like. I like getting answers, but then giving me 100 more questions. And then the next episode, we answer half of those questions, and then we get half of the answers, and then we get more questions. That is what draws me in. And then you're like, oh, just when you think you know what's going on, oh, then there's a twist, and you're like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
know
what gets
what?
me excited.
Dark Winds does that too on a mellower level for me.
I was going to say, it's not that deep.
It was too mellow for me.
I do think about the mystery of it and why did that happen? And I think about it afterwards. Not a ton, not as much as I think about Silo, but it does kind of pique some of that. So it might just be the mystery aspect of it. It's like the detective work. You want to figure it out.
It's a great
It's
vehicle.
not like From where I like know that I can never figure it out.
That's it.
This show I
Right
can,
there.
I'm like, maybe I can work out what this is.
Well,
Yeah.
From is basically begging of you to have faith.
Yeah.
That things will be answered.
Accept the story as is.
Yeah, I can't watch TV like that.
This is why I
Yeah.
say I don't blame people for not being on that ride because
Yeah.
it requires something of you to buy in. It's a rare thing for shows to basically bully the audience into liking it. And there's going to be a significant portion of the populace that's going to be like, no thanks.
There's a lot of good
Give me
things about
something.
it. The
Yeah.
special effects, the actors, the
Mhm.
cast, but the lack of
Jason,
answers.
can I ask you a question? Were you watching Silo before this?
I was, yeah.
Were you really invested in it, or you were like, oh, this is just a good show that I watched that like happens to be on?
It was one of my favorites, I guess I could say.
Oh, okay.
I like a lot of the
Apple
Apple
stuff?
TV sci-fi shows. I like this one. I like Foundation.
I have to catch up on
Constellation was
Foundation.
all right. Like, I'm really into sci-fi stuff, so
Okay.
yeah, this was up there for me. So I've been really excited about it.
Do you watch a lot of sci-fi or read
I think I
sci-fi?
could say so. I don't read, no.
Okay. Because my question is,
But I like watching shows.
Is there anything else out there that you've seen that is reminiscent of this?
No, I mean, Paradise is
Ooh, I do like
similar,
that.
but-
That's
Yeah,
so
okay.
good.
Okay, good
It's
call.
right up there.
Good call.
Right up
So
there. Great
good.
comparison.
but I guess not as sci-fi. I really like Dark on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
That's
this
my
is-
favorite
It's a
sci-fi
great hybrid, right?
show.
Like between From and this is Dark.
Right, it's kind of a little bit of both, yeah. It's all in German.
me either.
I was
Oh my
surprised
God.
that I liked
What-
it.
I did a whole write-up on this on our account because it was
Did
just
you?
that emotionally. It did a lot of, it's tickled sci-fi, right? Just tickled sci, but it tickled the emotions too. Oh my God. Sorry.
I don't like tickle.
I'm like bullying you.
I also am very interested in shows that are wild like this, but completely possible.
Fair. It's grounded.
Yeah, in the realm of possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Dark One's how it's grounded.
It seems insane. Like, no, our government would never do this. Our government would 100% do this.
If you're listening, government, I'm still on your
100%.
side. I'm sweating bullets.
No, I'm making friends with the robots because they eventually are going to be taking over our future overlords.
Our
of the
singularity
Earth.
overlords.
Yes.
See, the government had different plans. They were like, oh, let's just black out the skies and put poison in the atmosphere so that we'd outlast the AI. basically.
love me.
We have to reverse the singularity. This is why I needed to accost you with the theory, because I really just wanted to get it out of the way, because I know that they're going to bombard us with this, because there's so much more to talk about other than that. But as long as we had that out there, I just wanted it there. Now, how do we get to that? And how relevant is it going to be to the story? Because part of the reason why we like this story anyway is just because, oh, we're in a silo now. How did we get there? Who cares? There's a mystery in the silo now. Okay, fine. Oh, but the mystery is tied to why the silo is the way it is to
Why
begin
we're there,
with.
yeah. No, I like it. I like
It's like
it.
a Russian nesting doll, except we're starting from the middle.
Yeah. I would have been completely fine not knowing the reason they were in the silo.
That's
honestly.
it.
I still would have watched the show, but the fact that they're introducing this information, I'm like, okay,
Oh,
yeah, yes,
well,
please.
You like to massage my feet? Well, okay. I didn't ask you to.
Yeah.
This is how I feel about it.
Second helping, okay. You
The
got
other
it.
foot? Oh my gosh, you're so generous.
I am still hungry. Thank you.
And you're using the good lotion? Oh my goodness.
It puts the lotion on.
On the feet. And then it shuts the hell up because we don't like that. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after these messages. We just thought we'd remind you to show this episode some love by tapping that like button, if there's one to be tapped, subscribing to our podcast or channel, and if available, enabling all notifications, and sharing the show, or clips of it, with everyone you know. And don't be afraid to reach out. Leave your questions, feedback, ideas, or even concerns in the comment section. There isn't one? Head on over to ratethispodcast.com/squawkingdead and leave your thoughts there. Rating our podcast is the best way to get our attention because it also boosts our visibility. And we'll probably address it in the next episode too. And if you think there's something to what we're doing here at Squawking Dead, tip us over on Ko-fi. As a token of our appreciation, you'll receive forever access to our Discord, along with 30 days access to our uncut episode and interview recordings, plus our pre-squawk insights. Take your support further. Join a membership tier on either ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead, and you'll unlock access to more channels on our Discord server, receive shoutouts at the end of every episode, and depending on what tier you join, the ability to join us on camera and mic to break down future episodes alongside us. Thank you for hearing us out and making it this far into the episode. We now return you to our regularly scheduled podcast.
I keep thinking about Dr. CERN or whatever his name is. Like, we think that he...
That's what I'll call him.
Dr.
It's
CERN,
fine.
I love it.
Is that
Yeah.
right? Yeah, we think that he's doing this for wrong reasons, like a Dr. Frankenstein or something, but I kind of get the feeling that he just really wants it to work.
Yeah, he's going to get murdered or
And
something.
it's other people, the government or something that'll
he's
that'll
going to
take
get
it in the
murdered,
wrong
and it's
direction.
going to be that old dude is going to be the problem.
It's Stenson.
The train guy.
Yeah,
Someone's
that's
going to take his spaghetti, kill him,
It's
and
gonna-
then...
yeah, there's going to be something there.
I feel like that's misdirection. I feel like he already took the spaghetti. Stenson guy himself took the spaghetti. I'm more sus on, see, it's always the person you kind of overlooked. Senator Thurmond from
Oh.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I think it's her. Because
What?
again,
You think she's going to kill the doctor?
Well, her assistant is
I don't know about killing. I
definitely
didn't say that.
her daughter or whatever, her press
Anna
secretary.
Thurmond.
She's up
Yeah.
to something for sure.
Yeah.
I think she's just a policy
No,
wonk.
I don't trust her.
I feel like Thurmond is the real person
I don't
that you have
trust
to be
her
worried
at
about.
all.
I don't particularly like her because she's so socially inept. See, and this is like an eye-opening view into the world of politics too, is that people just don't know how to talk to each other. This is why she's behind the camera instead of in front of it, like her mom is. Which I don't know. I'm not ready to say that she's a bad or good guy.
David, hold on to your chair here because I'm more on your side of the Thurman family.
All of them are bad.
Well, yes, but Anna is more just straight up political bad. She's just straight politics.
Chaotic
Mom is
neutral.
I could see Mom being a little more on the evil side.
Because again, my whole thing from the beginning was, why did she care about Charlotte? And then why did she care that Daniel had a perfectly valid reason for coming to her? And okay, then we can maybe use it as leverage so we can leverage him because he won't talk about anything because we have his sister.
Well, and she's just such a good mouthpiece. She speaks very well. She's got her political speech just perfect.
And who wrote that political speech? But her autistic
awkward daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, Jason? Cernovich is probably good, but
yeah, that's all I really had to say.
I don't really think he's going to be killed. I just think it doesn't really matter after a little while because they all have to be in silos. So
He'll be killed. Anyway.
That's the other thing. We already know how this story kind of goes, just how we got there.
Sure.
Which I'm fine with. Again, thank you for being here. I'm excited for the next episode. I think you are too. And if you like the fact that we added more facts after the last watch at the beginning of the next episode, please tell us. And if you don't, please tell us because
if it's too much,
otherwise we'll
say
cut
it's
it.
too much. Because I agree with you.
If you want us to slim it down, okay, here are some things that we kind of overlooked in the last episode. I'll rattle them off quickly. We'll react to them. Then we'll drive into the episode. Or if you don't even care that we're live watching this episode,
Slim this down.
tell us in the comments section.
She's grabbing her. So
she's grabbing her butt right now. Thanks for joining us. I've been your host, David Cameo, and I was joined by
me, Cosmo Mom 09.
Also me, Bridget. You can find me at ko-fi.com/punkybrewster. That's PUNKYBRUISETER.
And Neil's the one.
See, Neil's the one. Chop.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Have a great weekend if you're seeing this unedited, and I love you.
Bye.
Massage my feet.
Okay. Bye.
Gross.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for making it to the end of yet another episode of Squawking Dead. This one discussing and reacting to Silo's third season. Very happy you made it to the end of this episode. We are really, really moving into a season of evil, as I often call it, where not only are we covering 2 episodes a week, we'll be covering 3 very shortly, and we'll be overlapping for quite a few weeks, including a live stream discussing the news coming out of San Diego Comic-Con's Hall H, as it pertains to at least Walking Dead Dead City, if not more. We'll be talking more about this as we get closer to that Friday, not this Friday, the 17th, which actually it is right now. It's just past midnight on July 17th. It's actually next week. If you want to join us, we'll be live streaming on all our streaming platforms. This is YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X even. Subscribe to us on one of those channels. I highly recommend YouTube because that's kind of where our podcast is gearing itself towards. It does us a ton of favors if you do that. And hey, these episodes look and sound a lot better on YouTube only because these reaction episodes are highly dependent on visuals for the most part, especially those which we slow down and make full screen in certain scenarios that we're reacting to. So, like I said, subscribe to our channel, make sure you're enabling notifications, and also we will be announcing when we go live or record or etc. on our Ko-fi and Patreon pages. That's ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead. It's in the pin post usually on either site, so we'll take heed to that. The best way to keep abreast of those schedule changes is to create an account on either Ko-fi or Patreon and just follow for free, as you will receive notifications every time that schedule changes. It helps you know when we're going live ahead of time so that you can be prepared to catch us. Not only that, when you catch us, you have the option of not only joining us on YouTube or whatever we're live streaming and subsequently privating or hiding that live stream after we're done, but but you can actually join us in the studio with the no lag chat. So you don't have to wait for 5 seconds until we catch up to you. You also have the option of live calling in so that you can ask your question with your face, head, mic, mouth, and then we'll kick you out immediately afterwards because that's what we do. We're mean like that, but also generous. The only way to get that link is either by following our Ko-fi or Patreon page. When you do that, you'll receive the link to the studio for you to join in the audience, and there is a live call-in button. It's always been there for you to try. You just never took advantage of it. And really, to be honest, we haven't really pushed it, but hey, would that have made a difference anyway? Let us know in the comments if there's a comment section or in a rating on ratethispodcast.com/squawkingdead. And hey, we're moving on to acknowledging our supporters. These are members who've joined a membership on either Ko-fi or Patreon. Starting with the highest tier, our Survivors tier, we have Jason, our junior producer, who was on this episode, lending us his thoughts and reactions alongside us, and who has access to our core channel on our Discord server. You can reach him on Instagram via @NeosTheOne, that's @NEOS, the number one HEONE. Moving on to our Whisperers members, the mid-grade tier, you have Rob Lucchese. You can reach on TikTok via @RobsStuff_N as in Nancy _Thangs, THANGS. And of course, Kim Rowley, you can reach on Facebook via Kim.Rowley, the number one. Of course, the walkers are scrolling on the screen if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify video, or eventually this episode, if you're watching this further down the line, might even show up in Apple Podcasts, because that's a thing that's going to be coming out very shortly within this year, I believe, according to the latest news. So you'll be able to see us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify video, and YouTube, obviously, and also YouTube Music. You can flip back and forth between the audio only and the video version of the podcast. That's another great place to watch. See, if you like YouTube, subscribing to our podcast on YouTube Music, make sure that you will never miss an episode. So with that, I say thank you again. You have so many choices when it comes to podcasts and after shows. I'm just happy that you chose this one. It really makes a difference, and we're not really going to know that you are unless you say something. Let us know that you're alive. Let us know who you are, why you like what you like, and why one of those things is us. So between then and now, just remember, at the end of the day, when you hit your head on the pillow and you fought the good fight, that we are Squawking Dead.